and she was cool about it.
That's pretty cool, man.
I was embarrassed, but she was like, "Did you?" And I was like, "I sharted." And she's like, "Oh my god!" And she like kept on doing the laundry.
Wow.
Welcome back to another full-length, awesome episode of The Careful Boys. We have with us today Miss Kalyne Lionheart.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Heart. So, I wanted to know from you guys, this is a little bit of a heavier one.
Are we currently off the record?
We are currently off the record.
There it is. Hey, thank you. Look at the camera. Thank you.
When was the first time in a relationship?
Oh, we both went.
Oh, whoa, they got super hands.
Oh, you guys are cool.
Whoa, wait, we don't have...
You guys are cool piece here. Whoa.
That's so cool.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Look at dancers, dude.
And they're like, leave it in, don't... No edits.
I need it for my reel. Leave that fucking in.
That's how it starts.
Can you chop that for us?
That's how the reel starts.
Go ahead.
Email us later.
Tell me, when was the first time in a relationship that you felt truly loved?
Wow. Get the fuck. That's not heavy. This is vulnerable.
Still waiting.
This guy.
Here, I'll start off so that you can, have a little frame of reference. For me, it was my first girlfriend. It was in high school. I was a freshman. No, I was a sophomore. So I'm 15 years old. I didn't know what it was like to be in a relationship with somebody. I had no idea what my responsibilities were. I just kind of dove in. We went for it. The next day, after I asked her to be my girlfriend, she had went, there was a Burger King next to the school. She got to school early, bought me a Whopper meal, and gave it to me at school when I got there. And I thought, I'm gonna marry this woman.
Wow.
Because I'd never known what that was like. Yeah. Like, she bought me the thing that I love.
Wow.
And I didn't ask for it. She just went and got it.
So much initiative.
Yeah. It's just a Whopper, fries, and a drink at 8 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, this is my dream. Yeah. And I was like, this is love. This is what love
Team
is.
Polo shirt.
Dude.
That's So is this like love, or is this like where we all think we're in love and shit?
I think, if the
That one was love.
Well, the more time that you let go by, you start to change your definition of what it is. But this is the most rawest, juvenile understanding of damn, this person loves me.
When David threw those chocolates at me, I felt loved.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very brave.
Yeah.
How you doing now? You said you're single, right?
Yeah, clearly not loved.
Yeah. Good.
So you're still waiting on it.
Yeah, still waiting on that.
Good.
As we warm up into this and we keep these short, stories going until we get to some real deep shit, I will say.
Well, I'm gonna go with the long one with you then.
No, we're gonna start with.
Go long.
I was gonna give you something great, but you guys took away my fucking momentum. Okay, you guys gotta read the room a little bit though.
You know what? We're gonna freeze time right now. You have all the time you want.
I just lost the momentum, really.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't, dude.
Come on, just say it.
You guys ruined it.
No, I didn't.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying it was a short story. I was gonna say, one time, I shart in my shorts, right? And it was in the laundry. And then when she was willing to fucking wash it for me, you know what I mean? She was cool about it.
That's pretty cool,
I was
man.
embarrassed, but she was like, "Did you?" And I was like, "I sharted." And she's like, "Oh my god!" And she kept on doing the laundry.
Wow.
I was like,
Yo.
"This bitch is mine."
Because when there's acceptance like that,
Yeah.
that's pretty fucking cool.
Is that the
man.
one that got away?
Nah, it's the one that's still around. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Nina.
What if she was like, "You call this a sharp? Well, look at this."
Dude. And he's like, why are you Ziploc bagging your shit?
You put it in a Ziploc?
Why did you do that?
A gallon size?
She's like, first of all, it's Costco. It's not a Ziploc.
He's like, don't put that in with mine. God.
Don't put that in.
I'll put these in with your whites.
AKA off-whites. Off-white.
You call that a short? I just love that.
That's funny. Anybody have any other memories of the first time they were like, hey,
Okay.
this person really loves me?
Okay,
man.
I'll tell you. I thought about this when you said this. I was like, whoa, that's true. I do remember being like, whoa, I'm like an adult. And we love each other, Oh. But it was so my first serious girlfriend and I I used to go to go to high school, and then come home. I was like a freshman, sophomore, and then like we'd go to her house, and like her mom is like super chill and like all this stuff, and then like her mom would always have to go pick up her younger brother from like middle school. We're in high school, so like middle school's whack anyway. So I'm glad that we don't have to even be there when a middle schooler is being picked up, so nobody even sees us, right? And then her mom would leave, but her mom was always big, like you know, if we were even watching a movie together or anything, and she's like, let me see your hands, and we're like, oh, okay, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
No diddling's happening. Oh, dude. Oh, it's, you know, by the way, it's so hard to let go of a cock and raise your hand. Like, oh no, it's so hard to fucking. Oh no, I put my hands up like I wasn't holding a penis like 30 seconds ago. I was.
Meanwhile, your toes in her vagina.
Yeah, dude, bro. No, I'm like fucking 4 bangers in, and I'm like, oh, hands up, and I'm like, hopefully the light doesn't show the viscosity. As long as I don't go like that. As long as I'm like that should be good. But
Don't web your hands out.
you have to keep it at light level.
Web your hand.
Yeah, if you start to tilt or deviate, then there's a shine, and that would be a nightmare scenario. Never happened to me though. So it's like, oh, hands? Sure. Guess what? We're finger banging and we're anal banging all day.
That's a shard?
All day.
Who says I'm 4 bangers in?
1, 2, 3, 4. And look at that hand,
In the
dude.
front and the back.
Well, my whole thing was you better be able to take 4 if you want to handle me, dog.
My G.
No, so
So in this situation, you start to
and there's
realize you're an
there's
adult.
actually 2 of my pinkies and then these little guys. As small as I can possibly get them. No. But no. So then
4 bangers deep.
4 fingers deep. No. So then it would be like, hey, I'm gonna go pick up. We'll call him Bradley. We'll call him Bradley. I'm gonna go pick up Bradley. By the way, that was his real name.
Think of another name.
I was on the spot. I felt the heat. I felt the lights.
The lights are bright, dude.
I got nervous.
It's been a while since you did improv.
So then,
Why just go with the real shit?
dude, I'm not kidding. Like, it's like watching the door close. It's like as soon as the door close, come off, pants go down, and then like my girlfriend at the time is like blowing me, and I'm like doing stuff to her vag that I think is kind of weird. And like we're both doing this to each other, like instant. Like I'm telling you, like it hasn't even been like 3 milliseconds since the door closed. Like people don't really know how fast that like a teenager can get their clothes off because they just don't think about it like that. Like they think that there'll be some nervous bullshit. We got through that shit months ago. I'm at my chick's mom's house. Like it's time to throw down. So like that's what would happen as soon as she left to pick up Bradley. But that is his name. We're naked. We were fucking naked, bro. Naked. And then that's when the real fun began. But like people don't. So then there was a moment I'll never forget. It was like my first encounter, I believe, with love, where I looked at her and she was completely naked. And this is bitch made stuff. I'm sorry to admit this, but I actually got choked up. Cause she felt a little bit insecure, and I was just like, "You're fucking beautiful."
Wow.
Yeah. And it was like that.
But you felt loved from her.
I felt loved from what she was doing to my penis at the time.
I see.
But no, honestly, like she was like 3 feet from me, but it was like this moment.
We're still in her.
We're both, we were both like naked looking at each other, and it's like the most vulnerable I'd ever been at that point. And it was like this moment of like, I love you, I love everything I'm looking at, I love you. And it was like really, it felt really real and
You've
nice.
never been like completely naked with someone else that vulnerable before, is that why?
Yeah, it was my first time ever. I was like 14 or some shit. Yeah, it was wild. And then, when I was watching X-Men 2, X-Men United with her, while Wolverine is in the mansion,
Bob Stryker, dude.
that's when I had sex for the first time. That's when I lost my virginity. I'm not kidding. To a packed house.
X-Men 2?
To a packed house. That's a real story. That
You lost your virginity to a packed house in the theater to fucking Logan kill.
But there's like,
You legend!
Thank you. During the mansion scene. Yeah. He's like, Gah! 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 And I'm like, whoa, whoa.
Steve's like, that's how good the scene was. Nobody noticed.
Great scene.
Every eyes glued to the fucking screen.
Brian Singer, great director.
Do you have to say that?
Does everyone say that?
Thanks too.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Listen, great director. Yeah, you're welcome.
So that's it. That's what I felt. I honestly, I know. Well, I did some bits around it, but all of it was true. But I really, in that moment, felt, I think, real love for the first time, and thought it was possible to feel such a way.
Wow.
That was about that.
That's kind of hard to top.
Really good, man.
Thank you.
That's good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Hey, I'm glad we could put our swords down and just agree on that.
So, having heard that, did that trigger any memories in your guys' lives that were similar?
Yeah, just think about it.
In my adult life,
Yeah.
the most I think like wow moment was so when me and Joe were doing JK, we started in 2007, and just kind of from the start you kind of have like this whole like, you know, like Asian guilt being like I'm not fucking doing what my parents want me to do. I'm supposed to go to college and do all this shit.
Yeah.
But then you have this passion towards something that you really enjoy doing, especially with the best friend at the time. So we're always doing it, and then we want to like grow and get it to a point. But then YouTube, this is like 2007, 2008, 2009. No, there's no successful YouTubers. You know what I mean? Like everyone is on their path to going there. So like it was something where like me and Joe keep talking about, like we have so much fun, but we fucking make $1,000 every 6 months. So it doesn't really help out very much. So we're like, what the fuck are we gonna do? And then, so that was something that was always on my mind. Me and Joe talk about it. So like, we were like, okay, what if we started looking up jobs that are like, that have like the 3x12 schedule, you know, like cops, nurses, that kind of stuff. We're like, okay, cool. Then we work 3 days a week, bang out a real job, get a salary.
Be a cop nurse.
Yeah, nurse, and we'll have like four days to write and fucking do whatever, right? And I think Gio can tell that this was like such a burden on my mind because I was about to graduate soon too. So I'm like, as soon as I graduate, either I get a real job or I go to a graduate school or something, but my heart's in JK. What the fuck am I gonna do? And that's something that me and Joe just always talk about. And we've already taken a break one time from JK because we're like, oh, we're just fucking around. What are we doing? We're wasting our lives away. But then we came back around and did it again because we really enjoyed it. And then I remember sitting, and Gio was renting a room at her like friend's house, and I remember sitting on the counter, like I was just like, fuck, I don't know what to do. And then she goes, and she was a corporate woman at the time already, and she was like, how about you pursue JK and I'll just support you. And I was like, what the fuck? No one has ever fucking, I'm like, you're gonna fucking support me while I'm fucking doing something that has zero guaranteed future? I'm just putting on these fucking Uncle Sam hats and fucking talking in Vietnamese accents and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And I think for the first time, like, for anyone to even say that besides your parents,
That's dope.
I was like, oh fuck, this is in
like,
love. I don't know.
Were you like, you know how I'm gonna reward you? We'll have separate personal bank accounts. Later though, like after I'm successful, obviously.
Yeah, later.
After it really works out, then I want my own money, bitch. I want my own fucking money, bitch.
He says, "Motherfucking money, bitch."
If you missed that video earlier, because I don't know what the fucking order of this shit is, then that doesn't work for you. But I don't fucking know. I got my pay cut 40%. I'm not supposed to think about that kind of shit.
Your pay grade, dude.
But yeah, that was the first time, like, in my grown adult life where I was like, holy shit, I think that's what love is meant to be, where it's like full sacrifice. I love you for who you are. You do your thing, and I will do whatever I can in my means to support you.
I love that.
That's bad.
That's tight,
awesome.
actually. That's way tight.
That's a really cool story.
And did she, I mean, how long was that she had to do that for before, like, it was sustainable?
She didn't have to do that because I think, like, as a dude, when you hear shit like that, it fucking just charges you up like 10 times more.
Yeah.
So knowing that you have that thing to lean on, I was like, there's no way we're ever even gonna let it get to that point.
And then she goes home that night, she looks at her mom, she's like, it worked, mama, the trick where you tell your man that I'm gonna fucking support you, that got his ass on fire.
Testosterone through the roof.
Yeah, I was like,
She's like, how about I peg you until you learn to come on your own? And you're like, yeah, we'll figure it out quickly.
Fuck, that's genius. Oh.
That's what Bart was explaining away. I'm like, all right.
I got nothing sentimental to share in this room. This room's dangerous.
what about you? You've been with your wife for the whole time.
I'm trying to really think. Like, I'm trying to like dig deep in the archives.
There hasn't been like one moment you're like, fuck
fact
you,
that
love
she's
me.
been with you the entire time. I know that itself is.
But Nick
a sign
hasn't
of
even
love.
dropped the L-bomb yet.
Yeah, I haven't told her I loved her.
And you've never kissed her.
Why would I? Why would I?
Yeah, why would it? That's vulnerable.
When we got married, they're like, "You may kiss the bride," and I was like, "I'll pass.
You're like this.
I'll skip this one."
Yeah.
Thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to really, because I'm really trying to rack my brain of like a moment where I really felt like loved, and actually while I was thinking it, I was like, I do have a weird thing about like accepting love sometimes. Like I do feel like
I can tell.
fuck you, dude.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. You're like my father.
You're like those fucking Dobermans on Dog Whisperer that they try to pet. And
Yeah, dude.
Don't try to be nice to me.
Nick's like layering on the fucking icing.
No, but I really do think it's like the fact that she did stick around, I guess, because I felt like I always was like
I
kind
got
of
you, Nick. Yeah, got you.
yeah. So because we just grew up together for so long, and there was always like milestones that we just hit together. It was usually her doing it first, and then me kind of following afterwards. But like, yeah, it's for some weird reason I can't really think of a time or a moment where I really felt like, like man, I feel that love course through my veins. It's usually us.
Then how
going
did you know
through something.
she's the one?
I think he's still skeptical.
I'm still not really buying it.
The campaign's still ongoing.
I'm not.
What about those moments when you like right after you bust a nut and then suddenly you're filled with emotions and rationale?
Yeah.
Even no.
Not even.
Is this post nut clarity?
Even when I bust a nut by myself or with my wife, I feel normal.
Plexiglass.
yeah.
While little kids ride by on their bicycles.
While I'm standing up by my window. That's a joke. I don't do that.
That was from earlier. Again, we don't have the order.
Leave this part in, please.
Probably that video will come out next November, so whatever.
Yeah, I
Kids
just
in the reference will be adults by then.
yeah, like it is weird. I don't know how to answer this honestly, and this is a heavy one.
Yeah,
You fucking sprung this up on me.
You're holding back, Nick. Don't.
No, I swear I'm not holding back. It's just a matter of like we've just been through so much together, and one of the main reasons what I thought about was like her willingness to be able to like deal with my bullshit. Really, is just her sticking around and being there for me and being like
Her accepting you as-
unconditional.
unconditional acceptance.
Like accepting me for who I am, because like I'm definitely not an easy person to be in a relationship with by any means. And a lot of the stuff that has come with being in a relationship with me has been like really hard on her in a lot of ways. So I never felt like there was like judgment. I never felt like she, because I guess in certain relationships there is like a hierarchy of like a little more dominant or not, and I've just never felt like there was any of that. We were just always a team, and she's just always had my back. Like she's a rider, you know what I mean? No matter, kind of like what Bart said. Like it's just like I know that she got my back. Like, and nothing else is ever gonna like top that feeling.
Yeah.
Riders ride, baby.
Riders ride.
That's
You
awesome.
know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey Nick.
Don't ask me that fucking question again, dude.
Hey, Nick.
Fucking out of here.
Or what, Nick? You get knocked out.
I will knock my.
second
I'll,
place?
Second place.
I'll start talking about fucking feudal Japan. You want me to
I'll
do
go
that?
like this.
Feudal Japan.
Yeah, I'll start talking about feudal Japan, dude, and I'll start playing on the fucking harmonica.
Hey Nick. I love you, man.
Hey, fuck you.
I love you. Hey, dude,
Fuck you.
I fucking almost had you.
Get off me, man. It's your turn,
He
Anthony.
gave me the fucking L. He's like, I fuck you.
Why would you talk about feudal Japan? Why? What's that joke?
Just because Joe.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Just because Joe.
That's a segment.
That's true.
You know what I will say though, that I think from the stuff that you do express, even though it's like incrementally shared in small parts, I think through what you say, I have learned and recognized in my own path times where I may have overshot because you've maintained the correct resonance in a relationship that I think I've always wanted, but always went too hard or not given enough for. So I will say, even though you fucking barely say anything, when you do, it's just the plain truth. And I think that trumps someone that just fucking talks for 2 hours and doesn't really give you anything of worth.
You're talking about Joe.
I appreciate that, Ryan. Thank you.